What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists, and welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series that you put on in the background as you hobby or paint and listen to me ramble on about a load of stuff. Some of it's hobby related, some of it's life related, some of it's just plain downright bizarre. And there'll be moments of silence as well, I'm sure, because, as I concentrate, probably with me sticking my tongue out doing that. But, yeah. So it's a good opportunity to get a load of stuff done because we're going to be painting or building or whatever we're doing for about an hour. I'm in my studio, as you can tell. It's cold, it's raining outside, but I've got the heating on out here now, so it's warming up nicely. And these past few weeks, I suppose, it's quite a while now, I've been doing Gene Stealers. I've still got those on the bench as well, but I'm going to be prepping my Mansions of Madness investigators. So grab some paints, brushes, glues, models, whatever you're doing, and let's head on over to the bench. Alright, glasses on. Okay, there they are. My investigators, my intrepid investigators. Now I've got my mould removing tools here, although I suspect I won't be doing that much mould line removing because they're game board pieces, really. So it's not going to be the sort of quality of like a Citadel miniature or anything like that, but because they're game pieces, and also I've no idea upon their names yet. Yeah, I've no idea as to what their names are, or how to paint them. I can see a mould line there. So what I'm going to do, I'm also going to be attaching them to the lids as well as I do this, because my goal for this session is to get them primed. I've got some topics that I want to talk about. I've actually made like a little list. So yeah, that's impressive. Right, so I'm just scraping some mould line here. I'm actually using the knife because it's thinner. Oh, and you may have noticed on my intro, I'm not using a lapel mic today. I'm just trialing out because it's I've got this H2N recorder, you see, so that's what I'm using to record my sound on. And I thought I'll try it without plugging in a lapel mic or external microphone today, see how that sounds. I've ordered myself a new lapel mic actually. Oh yeah, that's the last item on my list to talk about, but we're doing it back to front, that's okay. I've ordered myself a new lapel mic because I've got a few anyway, but they're kind of really cheap, a few quid here and there, and it seems crazy to me to have like £120 recording machine with a £3 mic plugged into it. That makes no sense at all. Although it works perfectly well, I'm just curious to see what a more expensive microphone, or lapel mic, will do for me. So I've ordered one, and we'll see how that fares. Actually, I'm just going to go and grab my modelling brush. I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd be needing it, but looks like I will. can use the mold line remover, so much the better, you know? Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know the names of these investigators yet. I'm sure I will do by the time I'm finished painting them. See? So what I've got to bear in mind is that these are game board pieces. Although, I'll be honest, for the money, you know, they should be pretty high detail. You know, you'd think. I mean, they're not bad, don't get me wrong. But like I say, they're not approaching Citadel standards, and one would hope for the money that they would be. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Not the sturdiest of figures either, but that's okay. I mean, she's obviously running. Don't know what she's running from or to. Could be either, I suppose, couldn't it? Well, I was going to talk about Mansions of Madness anyway, and what draws me to it. It's because it's a game of mystery and intrigue, and I like that sort of thing. You know, I feel like Scooby-Doo or something, you know, and the investigators in that. That's one attached there. Now, as memory serves, I think he was quite flimsy. Well, he was. When I was cleaning him off of the mold release. So, yeah. But that was in more mortar, so... It looks like a... Well, it actually looks like a woman, that one. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, I'm not going to sweat it too much as far as mold lines go on game board pieces. I think I went overboard with the Zombicide ones. I was very precise on those. So many miniatures to paint that was, so wow. This looks like a lady holding a candlestick. And these have all been washed, so... Yeah, it's the mystery, it's the intrigue, it's the spookiness, the creepiness of it all. I like that. I can't actually tell if she's wearing a neck scarf. That's a bit of flash. I'll leave it for now because I don't know. Better to be safe than sorry. So this will be the third female character. So that's the third female character. This will be the fourth female character. There's really not much to not much to do on them, to be honest. Considering they are game board pieces and they're going to be game board pieces, it's not bad at all. I wanted Mansions of Madness for quite a while. Actually, back when it was just first edition, I wanted Mansions of Madness. And talking about first edition, I still want to get the first edition set. Why, I hear you ask? Because there's a first edition converter kit in Mansions of Madness, which might be quite fun as a kind of an expansion. Well, not an expansion as in scenario wise, but like as an add-on to the game, or the playing capacity of the game. More characters, investigators, more monsters for sure. I think the pieces were a bit sturdier in the first edition, I have to say, from what I can see. There's one of the monsters, or creatures, whatever you want to call it, adversary, there we go, is the Maniac, and I really like the look of that one where he's holding this axe above his head with two hands. I just want to paint that. I don't know, something speaks to me about that model and I want to paint it. Here we got a priest guy. You got this old gentleman with a walking stick. So he can go on. Don't know if you can hear that. It's the rain outside. Oh, I've got a bit of a back and lower neck ache as well at the moment. I had a terrible backache when I was at work last night. God, it really hit me hard. And yeah, I had to take some painkillers for it because it was really, really, really painful. I thought it was going to interfere with my duties. It was that bad. Thankfully, the painkillers kicked in and I was able to complete the night without any further interruptions. Now this chap is called William Yorick. I think he's a gravedigger, wannabe actor, I think. He likes Shakespeare. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Yeah, I really want to play Mansions of Madness. I love the fact you can play it solo, which would be perfect for me right now, because, you know, like I say, my gaming buddies, a lot of them are, well, two of them are indisposed, as it were. And I think my family will enjoy it as well, because they love Zombicide, as do I. In fact, I've had more fun playing Zombicide than I have playing Warhammer. It's just the nature of the game. I like fun games, you see. That's why I'm a very casual player in Warhammer. Because I like fun games. Can't be doing all the serious stuff. But this game will be a different flavour altogether, being... or in fact, it's not. Well, I don't think it's as combat orientated. It's more puzzle solving, mystery sorting. God, that rain really is. Another game I've got my eye on, so I'll talk about other games, is Escape from Colditz, the board game, because it holds such a dear place in my heart from my childhood. A lot of nostalgia involved in that. My friend and I played that game to death. We really played it a lot. I never won it. I don't think I did. If I did, it was only once, but I don't think I did. Or I nearly won. Always lost. No matter whether I was the Germans or the prisoners of war. Just, yeah. Yes. It really highlights the harsh reality of what people went through in the war. You know, it's even as a kid, you're aware of it. You know, I was aware of the message it was conveying, and yeah. But it was a blooming good game, and I really enjoyed it. You know, I'd like to recapture some of that nostalgia. Just even if I don't play it, I just revamp it, like I'm doing with my Totopoly game, which is going really, really well. I mean, one of the things I discovered during the revamp was, or the refurbishment process, was that PVA glue works brilliantly on cardboard. Absolutely brilliant. Spot on. Makes it stronger, gives it a nice protective clear coating. Yeah, it's just brilliant. Now we need primer. Just have a look at the primer situation. Well, I think we'll go Panzer Grey again then. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Panzer Grey. Or should I do a lighter primer for them? I think actually I might do a lighter primer, being that they are the protagonists in this. And yeah, I think that might be for the best. Yeah. Now I've got to work out what. A grey or a white? Greys, whites, near greys, they bubble very easily, so I've got to be very careful. I think I will do white, however. So, actually, I'll get a really good shake. Yeah, nice white primer. Oh dear. Of course, I could airbrush the primer on them. No. It's important, I think, to know the model, to get to know the model. And hand brushing them will allow me to do that. Really want to shake these paints, just giving it a good shake here. Yeah, I was contemplating grey, but no, I think I'm going to go with white. As they are the playing pieces in this, I want them to be brighter than the monsters. Right, Blanco white. Okay. Starting with this priest guy. Okay, let's get the primer on here. I don't want any bubbles. I hate bubbles. He's got a bit of hair. Not too much. But some. Yeah. His robes. I will have to look at the box art to see what colours they are, or the cards you get with them, because I want to do, like Zombicide, I want to make them quite fairly iconic and recognisable. I don't want them to be just any old colours. I want them to be recognisable with the box art, as it were. So that there's no mistaking. Yeah, now you're getting the primer on, you see the mould lines so much clearer. I found that when I did the Reaper Bones Troll back along, ages ago now. I think it was more than a year ago, but yeah, that's what I discovered. Yeah, I'm not overly fussed about mould lines on a board game piece. Wow, really raining hard out there now. Wished I hadn't drunk my tea. I wished I'd made another cup before it started to rain. I don't want to go out in that. I really don't. For all I know, his robes are white anyway, so... yeah, I think I made the right call in deciding to hand prime. Because like I say, you get to know the model. Yeah. Happy with that. Yeah, that's good. Right, so there he is. Right, what else have I got on my list? Oh yeah, tumble dryer. The tumble dryer. I'll just start on this young lady here. The heater stopped, so it's obviously either the heater element or the thermostat. We took it apart, and the heater element just, what's the best word to describe it? Just more or less crumbled on us. So we were without tumble dryer at the moment. But I've ordered a clothes dryer in the meantime. One of those, I don't know what they're called. Well, they're just called clothes dryers. They're basically like a little, one of those portable wardrobe things with like a giant hair dryer, and it blows them dry. And for the interim, till I can get the heater fixed on the tumble dryer, which, well, won't be for a little while. And even then, I'm reluctant to use the tumble dryer now because I've discovered a significant saving in electric since the tumble dryer's been out of action. And obviously, we're kind of just hanging our clothes out to dry. Yeah, like the old days, really, I suppose. But yeah, so much cheaper. That tumble dryer really used a lot of electric. And I'll be honest, I'm glad it's out of commission at the moment. Because it cost me a fortune. So, oh yeah, I was talking about Topley, wasn't I? So I'm just scooting in closer to the heater there. I'll do this woman next. I'm sorry I don't know the names as yet. It's quite good that you get like 4 of each though. 4 women, 4 men. So yeah. Scooting in close to the fire. Yeah, I want these, I don't know, I just want them to have a lighter feel to them. Being that they're like the antagonists. But it'd be cool to be able to use ones from the first edition game. Be amazing. The app for the game sounds amazing. I've downloaded it already on my wife's iPad. She's okay with that. She wants to play the game as well, so got to get these figures painted. You know, got to get them done. Yeah. Wow, I hope this rain leaves off before I have to go back into the house, because I'm trapped out here else. Oh no. Right. Right. So that's that one. So that brings me on to the awful weather and the rain. They keep saying we're getting snow, but we haven't yet. And I'm okay with that, to be honest, because I think that'll just cause no end of problems if we get snow. You know, our city comes to a standstill when there's snow. It's ridiculous. The monsters I will definitely prime black. I don't have them here with me. I haven't even washed them yet, as in warm soapy water, because quite a few of them. I can remember, excuse me, washing my Zombicide figures. God, it took ages because there's so many of them. Got through it though, painted them all up, and Bob's your uncle. candle there. I wonder if it's a gold or a silver candlestick holder. Do one of the chaps. Another one of the chaps. Next I'll just do his hand there. This is a knackered old regiment brush I'm using here, as I'm just applying white primer to these models here. Mansions of Madness. The box is beautiful for Mansions of Madness. It's certainly a good showpiece. Good little place I can show off the miniatures as well. The kind of the mansion behind, and yeah, it's just really, really great. So you can expect a few showcasings there. Or I may just even take pictures and talk over the top. Who knows? What I'm hoping for is to have a bit of, gain a bit of strategic know-how when we play this game. Probably from my daughter, because she's very strategically minded when it comes to this sort of thing. I mean, Zombicide, she's just like the military tactician. Yeah, knows exactly what will benefit us and what won't. Within the remit of our actions, you know. So yeah, he's pretty much dry now. I won't start painting them today though. Or if I do, well, I can't see it because I'm going to paint Yorick, William Yorick. I've got to get the colours right. I mean, I can look them up online, I suppose, but it's nice to do these paint-alongs with you. As always, let me know what you're working on, because like I say it every time, I enjoy reading about what you're working on. Last time it sounded like you're working on some great stuff, you know, all of you. Really, really cool. And it's quite diverse as well sometimes, the things that people are working on. Tonight at least I'll have my friends will be in work, or my close associates. I mean, I shouldn't really call them friends because they're so much younger than myself, but they do remind me of me when I was their age. I can hear a bird calling outside. It's pouring with rain. I'm certainly glad I'm not a bird. God, I'd give anything for a cup of tea right now, though. It's possible. I don't know what time it is, but it's possible I may get to do another On the Bench episode after this. It'll be all recorded nicely. I'm hoping the sound will be okay, because I'm not restricted to the lapel mic, and I'm not in danger of knocking it over with the lead and that as much as I am. With the mic being straight in front of me, it also gives me a focus as to where I should be talking, really, if I'm talking. And that's good. Days seem to be getting lighter, which makes me happy. Gradually. It used to be dark. I remember when it was really dark at 4 o'clock. And now it's still quite light at 5. Well, you know, light enough anyway. Another couple drops of our primer in here. More than enough. Yeah, my wife in particular likes co-op games, and this is certainly a cooperative game, which I'm hoping will, bring us together when we're playing. I mean, Zombicide really brought us together because, it's really us against them, Zombicide, the thing with Zombicide has got such an intelligent AI mechanic. You don't have to think about it, just the zombies move certain ways and that's it, You haven't got to think about it. They head towards the noise. And, that's brilliant. And they do certain things in certain priority within, what they do in terms of attacking and so on and so forth. It's just brilliant. You haven't got to think about it. No one's got to be GM. And you can all get on and have a really good fun game. Zombicide can get quite out of hand there with the miniatures. The amount of zombies on the table. Oh, got a yawn. Oh dear. Ooh, my word. All right. I'm still job hunting, by the way. Still doing that. More so, so the search goes on. More so, I spoke about this new working initiative that came in with the whole target thing. I mean, the thing about businesses and management is they love their KPIs, don't they? Their key performance indicators, which is just a fancy name for targets, basically. But I mean, the thing is, we had those anyway. And this is not a rant, by the way. It's just I'm just saying what it is, what's happening, what's going on. It's so they brought that in. So it's not so much about that, although that's a small part of why I want to leave, because I don't like the feeling of. I mean, you used to get targeted, but now you're being digitally timed, and it doesn't sit right with me. So I'd like to seek employment elsewhere. But the main reason, I suppose, is I just need a bit more hours and money, I suppose. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that'd be the main reason. So anyway, let's go back to these. So these are my Mansions of Madness investigators. They look pretty cool. Once I know what colours they are, I'm going to paint them up to the best I can. I think some of the monsters I might have to airbrush, possibly. I don't know. Because I've got this hillbilly guy to do some more work on as well, and this adventurer here. Yeah, so I think I'll do some work on him. got to do his. It's got like a little rag hanging out the back of his dungaree pocket there, so that needs to be sorted out. His hair and beard needs sorting. His moustache too. So he's nearly done. He's not looking bad. Not looking bad. Quite a good figure actually. This hillbilly. I quite like the look of him. Yeah, he could be so many. Excuse me. He could be so many different things. To be honest with you. Right. Sandry dust. I will use that as a palette. Right, what I will do then, I've primed my investigators so they can go off of the cutting mat or the hobby mat there. I know my hobby mat's starting to look a bit shabby already, but I do have another new one actually, but I'm going to wait until it's really bad before I dream of replacing it. Right, so Shabty Bone, not Shabty Bone, Sandry Dust, there you go, that's the one. Sandry Dust. I'll have to get myself some more retarder. And a little bit of flow aid as well on that one. And a bit of water. Right, so I'm just mixing that up in there. And of course that won't be the brush I use. So character, yes, we'll use a character brush. I keep expecting to knock the wire from the lapel mic, but of course I'm not using a lapel mic, so all is good. I think I've run out of topics. But I'm working tonight, 8 o'clock onwards. Start at 8. Which means the store will already be shut or just about to shut to the public. So I'm hoping some of the work, well, a chunk of the work will already be done. Yeah, so I worked a hard shift a few weeks ago to pay for my Mansions of Madness. It was a hard shift as well, physically hurt, kind of hard shift. But you know, was worth it. So I've got this awesome board game now that I can play. And it's great. It looks like it's got expansions and it just looks really cool. I like the look of it. And I like the whole ethos of the game as well. But it's like mystery puzzles and creepiness, you know. Very Cthulhu-esque feel to the board game. My wife had a game of Call of Cthulhu the other night, and she thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's good. That's promising. Yeah, I think that's very good indeed. Yeah, I love painting. I was talking to a colleague of mine in work who he's into Warhammer, but he's not. He likes painting, but you know, he finds it a real chore, I think. That's kind of a contradiction, isn't it? But you know, he likes painting, but he struggles with it, I think, to the point it becomes a chore. I think that's a better way of putting it. I think that's kind of the impression he gave off anyway. Whereas I love the painting, I can't get enough of it. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday today. Bins get emptied. Which is good because we really need them emptied. No, I just heard the machine. Yeah, that'll do for him. Don't want to give old Farmer Giles a bright white rag, but at the same time I don't want him to have a brown rag either. What about a red rag? Could he have a red rag? Suppose he could. Yeah, I suppose he could. It's got my tray out here. It's sort of a colour red. I think a corn red or angelic blood. Corn red or angelic blood. I think don't know. Corn red. There, I've made the decision. Corn red. So my drawer back in place. Oh dear. I'll mix it in this palette that was used for browns. I do believe the rain has stopped for a moment, So after this session, I'm going to be going and grabbing myself a cup of tea. Right. Okay, I'm going to use a detail brush, not a character brush. Okay. There's not an awful lot of area to paint there. I'm just going to try and hold him a bit still here. I think what I'd quite like to do is put some white spots on it. Yeah. That's his stuff. Still about 10 minutes. What we need to do is beard and whatnot. Just clean the brush off a little bit. You need to have these old brushes for this purpose. Grabbing paint from the pot. Oop, knocked him over with my arm. Clever. Not. Right. Okay. That was the detail brush. Right. Shake my pot up. So, all I've managed to do work-wise in this hour, apart from blabber on, is prep and prime. Well, I didn't do much prep really, to be honest, hardly any at all. But primed my investigators for Call of Cthulhu. I painted tunic on my adventurer there, my veteran adventurer. And yeah, my daughter had her first shift in her new job last night. Went really well. Very tiring for her though. Would be because you're not finishing until about 2 in the morning. But yeah, she really enjoyed it. People are nice, and that's good. That's half the battle. That's what I said about my job. You know, the people are good. The majority, you always get the odd one or two, which could be better. But on the whole, they're all right. What I've got to try and do with my job is I've got to try and get into my head the mindset of, well, you know, I can only do what I can do, and at the end of the day, that's it. You know, do as hard as work as I can. can't do no more really than that, can you? Really, you can't really ask any more from someone who's doing their best. You know, I suffer with it as well. I do feel for the older ones. So it's all going computerized, and they feel it's a bit ageist because you know they're not used to computers and the digital technology which everybody seems to love. Can't say I love it, but yeah, just got to try and live with it, haven't you? It's part of your life. You got to try and get on with it as best you can. There we are. I think that's him. Yeah. And I think this is where I'm going to end it. So I'll take my glasses off. Wash my brush out. Soap. But yeah, I've enjoyed today in this session. Had a bit of a good little chat and got a few things sorted, stuff off my chest, and yeah, it's been good. It's been a blast. Right, so with that in mind, I'm going to end it here. So, wow, thank you for joining me on this episode. Let's move the camera a bit more that way, that's a bit better. Thank you so much. It has been a blast. Oh, so tired. But that's the thing. With MS, you're not always sure whether your body is tired or it's just your brain saying you're tired. Sometimes you've got to be intelligent, try and work out the difference, because sometimes it can make a crucial difference in your life, what you're doing. Enough of that. But anyway, so I've got a nice little bit of work done there. It's like not loads of work, but it's another hour of painting that I don't need to do again. I don't need to prime my investigators again. I think I've only got to put some like white dots on the back of the rag on the back of his dungarees, and I'm going to call him done. Then I'll base him, of course. I did the tunic on my adventurer guy, so he's coming on. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So thanks very much indeed for joining me. Tell me what you've been working on, what your current projects are, and anything else you want to tell me, really doesn't matter. And remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. And bye for now.